Hey guys. Lighting is not 100 here, but that's okay. We'll get situated. I'm just kind of letting some people know that I'm hopping on here, so we'll allow people to do that. And we're going to be doing a weekly forecast for the 12th through to the 18th of July, 2021. And the card deck that I'm using, and again, thank you for the people who take the time to subscribe and let other people know that I exist on this channel. I have my Gems Oracle cards here. This is a brand new deck, and I'm feeling really great about it. It just feels like so far I'm really enjoying it. So right away, if we pick up on the energy of this week, I wrote down trees. So, but I get like this heaviness where we can't really breathe very well. So I'm just going to pull up some cards here for what we need to know. So whenever I think about people who need to be around trees, it typically means that there's a lot of tension. And when I think about tension, I think about people who are overwhelmed, they're overworked, they're in the over energy. So in order to balance that, what I'm getting is we need to bring the energy down a notch. So it's interesting. I actually don't have my cell phone right now because I left it somewhere else. And I said, you know what? I'm not going back to get it. I'll get it tomorrow. Maybe I'll get it the next day. But just that's a perfect example of what the energy is this week, what we're walking into. All right, that feels pretty good. I'm going to stick with those cards. So let's go in from a little backwards here, okay? I want to actually, this is Lapis Lazuli. I want to start on the 18th, all right? We're going to go closer towards this time. And what Lapis Lazuli teaches us right away is to honor your gifts and your work, that sort of thing. There's a feeling of freedom when you can honor who you are and what you do. So, for instance, if you need a career change, now would be a perfect time. Also, I'm getting the energy of harmony as I'm getting a lot of pressure in my head. And again, feel free to let me know that you're watching, say hello. But when I get a lot of pressure in my head, again, that's going back into that tension. If you don't like your work, it might be time to address some things in your job to lighten your load. Okay. So, what is it that you could change around work on the 18th? And I want to write down a message for the 18th as well and just see what comes up there. All right, I wrote down you need to tell them no, okay, for the 18th. What I'm getting there is sometimes we say yes when we actually mean no. And often we will do a lot of people pleasing, especially when it comes to work. We want to be accommodating. We don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want to upset people. And again, this could be relationship related. But I'm recommending to work on the message no. And I know for myself, this has been really challenging because when we're working with boundaries, not everybody likes it when we say no to them, right? So we want to worry less about people's reactions to us and focus more on what it is that we need for us, so we're not feeling drained or tired. Okay. So let's go into the 17th obsidian snowflake. Okay, well, this totally makes sense. And I sell these in a necklace form as well. They're a really good balancing meditation stone. So that's going to be on a Saturday. What I'm getting is to trust that you are in the right place. Often when we get stressed and worked up, it's because we feel like something's off or something's wrong. So the key thing is to address what's not going right in your life. If you're just kind of sitting there and you're not doing anything, maybe it's because you're not sure what to do, but it's time to do something about your situation. Okay, we can't just sit there and expect things to get better. All right. So for myself, I was actually just doing some emotional freedom technique with myself, my boyfriend, and a friend of ours. And it was really interesting to see how all of our energy raised after we did just one round of that. So these are might be some things that you want to practice as well. That's something I teach in my certification programs. All right. So let's see what comes up here for the 17th. I'm getting you need to say yes. That's so funny. I love the way that the cards kind of unfold. So, what to me that means is it's saying yes to the energy of opportunity as well. So, again, this is where we can get sometimes frustrated and angry with other people as well as ourselves because we're feeling like there's something that's again just not working for us. So this card's just telling us to really when you see something coming at you, then like again address it, open yourself up to it. And this has been really challenging for myself as well, just kind of stepping outside of my comfort zone and building up courage to open myself up to things again that aren't comfortable. And we don't want to be in our comfort zone, we want to get out of that energy, and it's really challenging to do. So that's what obsidian snowflake is going to help us with, is just to trust that it's okay to take that leap of faith, or invite your, I don't know, boss over for dinner, even though it might be like not somebody you typically would invite over for dinner, that sort of thing. Okay. But there's an invitation here, there's a gift on the 17th. Okay. So then we go into the 16th, aquamarine. And let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like me to kind of dive a bit deeper into your energy. If you're watching this for the week, I can absolutely help you. It feels like there's a lot of chatter on the 16th. And it's interesting, right away I'm drawn to this person who's doing a little bit of yoga. They're just doing a bit of a forward fold sitting down. And I get that we're not being peaceful. We're not feeling rested. So something's really getting our attention. And I know for myself, where I'm addressing new moon things that I'm looking to attract, absolutely energy is going to start shifting, because if you say you want certain things, then of course there's a little bit of work that's going to come with that. So it's kind of like a pure color. It's really pretty. So it's telling us to just be ourselves and be okay with who we are as well. We're all going through changes together, so we might need a little bit more support on Friday. Okay. Let's see what the message that comes up here is. The message, I guess, you need to say okay. And the other thing I'm drawn towards is the number four. As I was saying, we need to take more time, um, to like settle our energy this week as well. So when we say you need to say okay, part of that is just, it really just feels like being in a position of, again, openness. And the more gratitude practices you guys can do, the easier it's going to be to be open and stay open. So this feels very heart chakra related for someone in particular. I think if you're struggling with relationships, or again, if you're a yes person and you're working on your own boundaries and your own commitments and staying motivated, this is just telling me that it's just time to kind of like, yeah, just free yourself of anything that's not working for you. Okay. This is where you might want to take advantage of my tarot special that I'm doing from the 12th to the 16th. Get a reading with me. It's only $45. And yeah, it's just like kind of, I might be able to guide you into the right direction with things. There's some really powerful feminine energy on the 16th. So you might want to like actually do some healing on yourself or other people if that's an option for you. If you want to learn how to do energy work, you can go on to my robinshealing.com and check out some of my digital programs that I offer, and receive some of the theta healing, or even the Reiki attunements that I offer, etc. Okay, so 15th, turquoise, 32. 32, oddly enough, is actually one of my favorite numbers. It's one of my top three favorite numbers. And turquoise has already been popping up for me a lot, since, even though I just purchased these cards. All right, gonna take a breath here. It's a very, very balanced color. And oddly enough, the 15th is my birthday as well, so a lot of strong, powerful, colorful energy here. I'm getting the element of water, and what water kind of teaches us is um, to calm down, just to like slow down and calm down. So you might find on Thursday that you're healing some old wounds, especially relationship related. So don't be surprised if you're dreaming about ex partners or people from childhood, that sort of thing, because these things are coming up so you can release them. Also, I'm selling dream pillows now, which is really exciting for only $12. So, also, if you want me to ship that to you, it's only 16.50. But these dream pillars are really great to help actually activate your dreams. So you can remember your dreams so that they'll be a little bit more strong so that you can start understanding what this all means. Okay, so it's all for your own good, it's all there to help you, and that's where it's important to steer clear of people who might be a little bit triggering for you around that time. Okay, very important. Love that card. So, 14th. I think I'm doing this right. 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. Okay, sodalite, 22. Um, Sodalite is kind of like making me feel like I'm pulsating here. So it might be that you're able to predict things that are going to happen, and you might be super scared of that. You might be like, "Oh, I'm an intuitive, and I might have these abilities, but I'd rather block them because I'm not really sure if I want to get into this sort of type of thing. It all seems like too much right now." And this is just like an overwhelming feeling that we get sometimes when we're not healthy, okay? But when we're healthy, we want to invite positive things into our life. When we're not healthy, we don't, right? So you might be feeling a little bit of a back and forth energy. I want to do this, I don't want to do that, which makes sense as we go further into the week. Um, this energy seems to kind of fall into place for us. But earlier on in the week, it might be that you need a little bit of meditation, a little bit of healing to help you get through some of these like darker energies that you're experiencing. So it feels like there's some shadow energy coming up to start showing us things. So absolutely reflect, do some writing and journaling, things like that, which I certainly would be doing. Okay. But try not to worry. It feels like there might be somebody that watches these that has worry tendencies. That seems to come up a lot. And let's see what comes up around the 14th. Oh my gosh, she needs a real haircut. And so my symbolism for what that message is there's a song. How does it go? Get a get a haircut and get a real job, something like that. And so it kind of just made me chuckle. So what I'm getting on the 13th, or sorry, on the 14th, that makes sense with our soda light card here. Saying like people are just they need to like learn how to heal through natural medicines like laughter, um, and like meditation and things like that. Okay, so the 13th, fossilized wood. Okay, there's pain in my heart around this energy, so that will be Tuesday for us. Okay, I'm feeling like really, really scared all of a sudden, and it's borderline feels like a little bit of a breakdown. And so what that means is like you might be feeling like you think you can't do something, so you're freaking out, or you feel like you need to punish yourself because maybe that if you don't have other people to kind of mentor you, you might feel like you need to be your own mentor, and it feels like there's a little bit of pressure there. Okay, so what I would recommend doing is more stretching and breath work that way. So things like very, very gentle, calming yoga, and just like feel into this energy a little bit deeper. So, absolutely, the last thing we want to do is block out the things that are coming up. We actually want to tune into that energy. And it makes a lot of sense where we're talking about people actually have healing abilities and they're just kind of like not trusting that they have all the answers within themselves, because absolutely we all do. So, last card here. Black tourmaline. All right, really intense energy coming up here. So Monday, the 12th, you're going to be finding. So let's see what comes up. Still want to know on 13th. She needs a life coach. So again, this is just like kind of just that feeling of pressure again, okay? And that's talking about relationships. You might feel like you're bouncing a little bit too much. Your energy is kind of all over the place. And so that's Tuesday. So make sure that you're doing a lot of, yes, laughing, but again, that yoga energy will be helpful. And then, so the black tourmaline Monday is saying that we're extremely sensitive right now, so you might find that your emotions are just a little bit challenging. And again, that's going to happen when you say you want certain things around new moons. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. So, if you didn't already watch my new moon ritual, I would recommend doing that. This is talking about materialism, and if you're too fixated on things that you can see, it's going to probably cause you some difficulty. So, absolutely make sure that you're doing some energy clearing. I would get sage, which is what I have here, smudge a little bit, that sort of thing. Breathe when you're doing that. I also sell smudge sprays, lavender sprays, all kinds of stuff like that. You can go to Robin's Healing Herbs, check out some of my products, but I would recommend do something in the home. It might be seeing like a pyramid, so creating like a crystal pyramid of some sort, and have that close to you, okay? That's just a recommendation, of course. So if you like this video, absolutely take the time to like this. I also do weeklies all the time, so make sure that you checked out the one from the week before, maybe reflect on that and see how it relates to you. And have a lovely day, guys. Bye for now.